What's good? This is Trey. Welcome to this presentation. Today, I want to give you some simplified steps on how you can overcome the fear of rejection. And this is the way I go about it. I guess there's different ways to deal with the fear of rejection, but this is the Unbreakable Beast way of overcoming the fear of rejection. All right. So, the first thing we want to look at is when it comes to the fear of rejection, what you don't want to do is you don't want to handle this fear the way how everybody else is handling it. You want to do it differently, and this is what I recommend. Most people are resisting rejection. They're trying to avoid it. The Unbreakable Beast way to handle rejection is to confront it, to seek it out, to make it your goal. So instead of me, if we're going to use the context of approaching a woman, instead of me thinking about how do I pick her up, how do I get her number, how do I do this, how do I do that, what if I made my goal to get rejected? What if I decided, you know what, I'm going to approach this girl and see how fast I can get rejected? Why would I do that? Because I want to overcome the fear of rejection. I don't want to hold on to the fear of rejection and run around and try to escape it and be controlled by it, and it strings me along like a puppet and my life keeps getting worse and I become more miserable and I can't do anything. I don't want that. Okay? I go after the fear. I go and attack the fear. The fear, I don't let the fear attack me. I attack the fear. So the fear of rejection, instead of me trying to avoid it, I seek it out. I make it my intention to get rejected. Now, it's not like I want to get rejected, but if I sense there is a fear, I need to attack this fear, because I don't want to walk around as a guy, a fearful guy. It's not attractive to be a fearful man, right? It's just not. Okay, like if your goal is to be attractive, you don't want to be the kind of guy that's afraid of rejection. You want to be the kind of guy who seeks it out, the kind of guy who can handle it, the kind of guy who has dealt with it. Okay, I have dealt with rejection. I have faced it many times. And so it doesn't have control over me. It doesn't have power over me because I have faced it, confronted it. So how do you overcome the fear of rejection? Like a beast, you confront it, you seek it out, you don't run away from it, you look for it. Now, you don't have to expose yourself to high amounts of it. Maybe just approach one girl a day, you know what I mean? Put yourself out there. Start getting used to dealing with rejection, because we got to understand rejection's a part of life. It's not going anywhere. It's not like you can hide from it. You can hide from it, but your quality of life is not going to be that great, because in order to achieve many things in life, get outside your comfort zone or create a new condition in your life or hit a new goal, is going to require you to step outside your comfort zone and face rejection. Okay? So if you want to overcome rejection, what I'm telling you is you want to dominate it. You want to make rejection, you want to put the harness on rejection. You don't want rejection controlling you. You control rejection. You go and face it. You go and look for it. You seek it out consistently until it no longer has power over you. That's the real way to handle the fear of rejection. That's the powerful way to handle it. If you want power, okay, if you want to become fearless, if you want true confidence, you have to go and deal with rejection. Okay? Matter of fact, any fear that you have, you don't want to hold on to fear, especially if it's irrational, right? If it's hindering your results in life or your success in life. Like if the fear of rejection was not hindering your results in life, then okay, whatever, right? But it's hindering your results in life. It's holding you back. It's holding you back from being the best version of yourself. It's holding you back from achieving your goals. And so the way I see it is, I'm not okay with that. That's not cool. The fear of rejection is bullying you, actually. That's what's happening. Until you decide to bully it back or fight it back or deal with it. And the best way to deal with it is to not even fight it. It's to just seek it out and not resist it. Learn how to be comfortable with it. Learn how to deal with it. Learn how to be okay with it. Learn how to accept it as a part of life. It's a part of life. Rejection is a part of life. It's not like you can become this person who never gets rejected. That's impossible. Okay? There's some people out there that are not for you. There's some women out there that are not for you. But you also have the other side. There are some women out there who are for you. There are some people out there who are for you. But you have to go through the rejection to find the right people, to find the right women, to find the right opportunities. If you're avoiding rejection, you're avoiding opportunity. You're avoiding results. You're avoiding success. You're avoiding progress. So that's the first thing you want to look at is the Unbreakable Beast does not shy away from rejection. He's not trying to avoid it. He's not trying to run away from it. He confronts it, right? He looks for it. He seeks it out. He makes the fear of rejection his friend. He makes rejection a part of his character. He becomes the man who has been rejected and continues to get rejected, and he still holds his strength and holds his frame. I'm not the guy who's going to tell you, let's try to get rejected less. Let's try to run away from rejection. No, because that's weak. That's like the guy who goes in the fight and he's afraid to take a hit. He can't take a hit, right? He's going to get bullied. When you play a video game, one of the attributes, when I used to play, I still play video games, okay? When I choose a character, I like to find the character in the video game. If it's a fighting game or a wrestling game or whatever, I like to find a character who has the most endurance. What do I mean? The character who's most durable, who can take the most hits, okay? I don't want the character who takes one hit and he drops. I want the character who can take hits. So let's apply that to this rejection. I want to be the kind of man who can take rejection and hold his frame. I don't want to be the guy who's avoiding rejection, who can't take it, who's trying to, do everything in his power to not get rejected. No, I want to be the guy who can get rejected and continue smiling. I want to be the guy who can get rejected and go on to the next girl and pick her up. I want to be the guy who can get rejected and then, continue doing his shit, building his business or making his moves or whatever. Like, he doesn't even remember the rejection. That's the kind of guy I want to be. Not the guy who can't deal with a rejection, so he's trying to avoid it, do everything in his power to keep away from rejection. That's weakness. Okay, and it's not masculine, man. A masculine man is proactive. He's not letting rejection hold him back. He seeks it out. He looks for it because, why? Because he knows he can handle it. You want to become the kind of man that can handle rejection, period. And so you learn how to handle rejection by facing it. But the key thing here, you want to be wise about it. You don't have to go and put yourself in a ton of rejection. Just doses that you can handle so you get used to dealing with it, right? Like, find situations where you can face rejection, but in doses that you can handle. So for example, instead of me, going and approaching, the finest girl I can find, instead of that, let me go and approach, a decent looking girl, or let me go and approach a old lady or whatever. And if I get rejected, let me learn how to handle that. Let me experience rejection and get used to it, get familiar with it. Let me not tense up. Let me relax and embrace it and learn how to deal with it as a part of life. You want to become grounded in your masculinity. You want to become confident. You need to learn how to handle rejection. That's when you get to relax in life. When you know you can handle rejection, imagine how much power you would have, how much certainty, how much confidence you'd have if you knew you could handle rejection. You would move so much faster. You would hit your goals so much faster. You'd be so much more successful, right? with this simple thing, if you would just stop trying to avoid rejection and instead learn how to handle it, learn how to harness it, learn how to make it your friend, right? Learn how to be comfortable being uncomfortable. I'm not saying rejection feels good. It doesn't, okay? But you learn how to deal with it, okay? For example, working out, lifting weights and putting yourself through stressful activity, it doesn't feel good, but you learn how to deal with it. You learn how to handle it because it will strengthen your character. It's the same thing with rejection. Every time you get rejected and you handle it, it strengthens your character, okay? You learn how to take a hit and keep moving, right? In the video game, as I said, I want the character that can take hits. I don't want the character he gets one hit and then he's done. Or the character that he's always trying to avoid getting hit because if he gets hit, he can't take it. No, I want the character that you hit him, you punch him, you kick him, and he can't even feel it. That's the mentality you want to have with rejection. You want to get rejected, and it's like a fly just, it's like a fly on your shoulder. You just brush it off. That's how you want, but you got to build up to that by exposing yourself to rejection. Stop running away from it. Make it a part of your day. I put myself in the face of rejection every single day. I deal with rejection every single day. So what do you think is going to happen? Over time, I'm going to get used to it. It's going to be no big deal. Versus the guy who's avoiding rejection, now we come face to face, we look eye to eye. He's going to break eye contact because I'm going to be able to see the weakness in his eyes because he hasn't confronted his fears. And guess what? When you approach a woman, it's the same thing. She can see the fear in your eyes, man. She can see you trying to avoid rejection, walking on eggshells, trying to say the perfect thing. That's a turnoff for her. That doesn't signal strength. That signals weakness. Weakness does not turn anyone on. It doesn't turn women on. Okay? Men don't respect that. Okay? When a guy shows up and he's confident and he's grounded in his masculinity and he's not looking for any validation and he can handle tension, he can handle rejection, he can handle judgment. When you see a man like that, you're like, bro, respect. Because he didn't just take a pill. You can't just take a pill to get that kind of confidence. You got to face rejection. But know the type of man it's going to make you. It's going to make you stronger. It's going to make you more durable. It's going to make you more confident, more grounded. There's a lot of benefits that come with you facing rejection. You become a powerful man. So that's the first thing, is facing rejection. The second part I just want to add real quick is stop being so serious about rejection. It's not that serious. The worst that happens is somebody says no, and that's it. We need to really look at it logically. When you get rejected, what is the worst that happens? The person says no. Are you telling me as a man that you can't handle the word no? There are kids that can handle the word no. You ever see a kid, the kid will ask, Mommy, can I get this? Mom says no. Why not, Mommy? Because I said no. But please, because I said no. Mommy, I just want it really bad. I said no. And then at some point, the mom might just say, okay, whatever, just have it. So if a kid can handle rejection, I'm pretty sure a man should be able to handle rejection. Literally, that's all I needed to know. There's a kid out there that can handle rejection. I should be able to handle it. Okay? It's as simple as that. It needs to be a quality as a man, especially if we're talking about being a beast. What kind of beast can't handle rejection? A beast can handle rejection. Matter of fact, a beast will laugh in the face of rejection. That's the next power. That's the next level. Okay? It's not taking this shit so serious. Being able to laugh when you get rejected. Man, that's powerful. I use the Joker, the character of the Joker, to visualize what that looks like. The Joker, when he's getting his ass beat in one of the Dark Knight movies, he's laughing. He's laughing while getting his ass beat. He's laughing while things are not going his way. Yeah. You know what I mean? You want to be that kind of man who can laugh in the face of fear, who can smile in the face of fear. Why do you laugh? Why do you smile? Because you can handle it. It's as simple as that. It's not like you can't handle rejection. That's just in your head. You know, you start playing it up and making it a big deal and all this shit because you're getting too serious, man. We gotta chill and relax. It's not that serious. The worst that can happen is a person says no or it doesn't go our way. There's gonna be another day. There's gonna be another opportunity. Abundance mentality. We need to stop thinking in scarcity. If one person says no, there's 7 billion other people on the planet. Like, we need to, see it for what it is. And stop getting stuck in our head and creating these weird ideas on stuff and fabricating things. It's like, yo, it's not that serious. So, adding these two things together will make you a beast when it comes to the fear of rejection. The first one is stop trying to avoid rejection. Stop trying to run away from it. You're actually winning when you're laughing. Opposition gets confused. Exactly. The movie Fight Club is another good example. The main character, when he's getting beaten up in the gym or whatever, wherever he is, and he's just laughing while he's getting beaten up, and the guy who's beating him up is getting more frustrated because he's like, why is this guy laughing? That's very powerful. It's like you flip the script on a person. The person is like a pattern interrupt. They're like, wait, what? Did this person realize I just rejected them? Like, literally, when part of the power is you want to confront the possibility of rejection when you get in an interaction. That gives you a lot of power. Like, literally, when I go and approach a woman, I've already played it out in my head, visually, okay, what a rejection would be like. Like, basically, I already know what that would be like. And so I think about it, okay, a rejection, if I walk up to this girl, the worst that can happen, she's either going to ignore me, she's either going to say no thank you, she's going to say I have a boyfriend, or she's going to walk away. So I think about those things. I'm like, I can handle that. If she says no thank you, I can handle that. If she walks away, I can handle that. So it's like, what, you know what I mean? We just need to play it out, like, be realistic, and we fabricate things, right? Because I remember when I just started going out and approaching women, we have these ideas of what could happen, like, oh, her boyfriend might come out and knock me out, or what if she pepper sprays me, or what if she screams at me? None of that stuff ever happens, man, unless you're going up and like violating women, which if something bad happens, you deserve that because you're violating. But I mean, if you're just going up to someone and just say hello or introduce yourself or whatever, as I said, the worst that's going to happen is a no thank you. Okay, so we just need to understand that. All right, so once again, to recap, confront the fear, don't run away from it, don't avoid it, embrace it, accept it as a part of life. The second part is stop taking it so seriously. There's nothing that can happen that you can't handle. Okay, you can handle it. You can handle your life. Maybe add that as one of your affirmations. I can handle my life. There's nothing in your life you can't handle. Okay, if you decide to be the kind of man that can handle anything your life throws at you. I've made that decision. I've decided that I want to be the kind of man who can handle anything life throws at me. All right? So if you're a man watching this and you would like to eliminate your fear of approaching women and you'd like to develop unbreakable self-confidence, grounded masculinity, so you can approach, attract women, and create the dating life of your dreams, join the Unbreakable Beast tribe. I'll leave a link to the group in the comment section, and I'll see you inside. Peace.